Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We got the second to last path that I took in Variant 5. This path has the node improved power gain, and it's 100%. So while it's not like the 200, like you see in some of the other quests, this path is a little bit more difficult. Granted, some of the fights aren't too bad. First up, we have this Doctor Strange. So he's always passively gaining power. So there's tons and tons of specials that he's going to be throwing. So if you don't have somebody that can power control him, I think it's just a matter of time before he's going to get stingy with his specials and get to an L3 and just smoke you. So my plan here was just to use magic, lock him down, and get him down that way and not have to deal with any of the power gain. Magic is really good for a lot of the champs on this path, actually. I don't use her for all of them, but she would be an excellent option to lock a lot of the power gain down. And here I get smacked, but luckily Limbo's up. I got down to 7% and heal all the way back up to 75%. So I got really, really, really lucky there, but I did get pushed to an L3. And so now I need to get back to an L2 to get him locked down because his power lock it's fallen off. And I'm hoping that he throws an L2. He does. And we're going to get back to that L2 and start to lock him down again. So yeah, I mean, if you just don't have a power control champ, this Doctor Strange can be a pain because, he's going to gain power so fast. And yeah, it's probably just a matter of time before he gets to an L3. And then you're dead. So, things are going okay. I mean, I did get hit that one time. I regened a bunch back up, and I've just been taking a lot of chip damage, which is quite significant. Some of the chip damage is getting healed back from Limbo, but my magic is only a SIG 20, so I don't get Limbo every time I hit a bar of power. And so there, Doctor Strange goes down. Decent fight. Now we're going to go up against Thor Ragnarok. For this one, I believe I took in Doom, which is it was a very, very good option because you can get to specials a lot as long as you're timing and watching that combo count on Thor Ragnarok. This isn't really too much of a problem because his power gain that he's getting is not too significant. And you just need to make sure you turn off that passive power gain when he gets to those 20 combos, and you'll be fine. So you can see here, I'm just gonna make bait his special, throw my special, and drop him with a L2, and he's gonna burn, and I'm just gonna bait out his L2. Just make sure that I'm always trying to bait those specials out and make sure that I'm ready to launch mine right when I'm coming up on that 20th hit. So I'll let this play out and we'll see you at the end of this. Alright, so we're just about done here. We're over at 100 hits. Got a little bit of minor chip damage, 93%, not too bad. Thor Ragnarok goes down, and now I go into this Mordo fight. So this could be annoying if he turtles up and like you're not up against the wall to where you can heavy him or whatnot. But I'm gonna take in Doom, and Doom is a solid option for a lot of the champs on this line as well. It's one of the reasons why I brought him, and I'm using him. But here I'm just trying to make sure that as much as possible I can not get comboed back to back in the face. But I'm trying to make sure that the power gain doesn't apply when his power gain effect comes up, and that I have a special or I have a shock that's ready to do a passive stun and knock him down. And you can see that you can do the normal Doom cycle. Even though I did get smacked, I am still going to close this fight out. It's unfortunate though, because that took just so much health. I went from 96 to 21%, and oh yeah, and one other good thing with Doom here is you can with those heavy smackdowns, you apply the stagger, which will prevent the power gain from even getting applied for more than that split second. So yeah, Doom is great here. Just don't get hit. Simple enough. And just keep an eye on that power gain and his power bar. Mordo, he tends to throw specials willingly when he does not have the power gain up. And when the power gain is up, he goes into his little turtle mode. So here, we're about to smash him out and move on to the next fight. But I only have 22% left on Doom, so that really hurt. I could have restarted the path. I don't tend to like to restart unless it's like the first fight where I'm getting wrecked or whatever, but here we're gonna move on, and it's a Nova, and I'm like, I hate fighting this dude. Although I'm getting better. I've been taking him down on the map 6 mini boss more consistently now with Doom, and I'm thinking, well, improved power gain, I should be able to get him into those cycles and take him down with Doom, right? And he doesn't have like the oscillate or anything on, so like right now he's just being really passive with throwing his special one. I can nullify a bunch of that stuff, and I'm like, come on, throw your dang special. He gets to a special 2, dodge the first part, but man, look at that block damage. Yeah, so at 4%, just not looking good at all. I can't take any blocks, and there we go. Doom's dead, out for the count. So I'm gonna bring in Black Widow. I'm like, okay, Black Widow is actually is a good option for Nova, because you can put the buff immunity on. If you have charges, you can also nullify the buffs that he has. And so here he finally throws a special, and I think I switch over to the power gain, not the power gain, the poison power drain mode, power control. At some point in this fight, he is throwing his specials. I'm not sure what was going on with the last fight. He wasn't throwing any of his specials there. I switched to the poison. So this is going to help on the L2s. I'm going to drain his power and control it and steal it, which is going to help significantly. As long as he's throwing these L1s, which are easy to evade and get around, Nova isn't too bad at all. But sometimes I don't know if what I'm doing with my attacking or whatever, that gets the AI to just like turtle up, and he just holds for his L2, which takes a lot more block damage and whatnot. But here I switched to Hellfire mode, and I'm going to hit him with one of those L2s, which is going to just light him up. Boom. Takes off a ton of damage, and I'm going to get back, and I think I'm going to get back to one more L2 and light him up. So this fight went significantly better than than the Doom one, the Doom attempt. Boom, I take him out. I only lost a couple percent of chip damage on that fight, 90 hits. So I wish I would have gone in and done that and saved Doom for somebody else. Here I'm gonna go in with Magik on Terrax, just because you can lock him down. Then you don't have to deal with his rock field and the damage that you take from that. And yeah, but it's unfortunate my Magik didn't have a ton of health, and as you can see, like, it's not looking too good right now. And I am going to die. And it's unfortunate that I didn't get more use out of that Magik. I mean, look at that block. The block damage on just his regular hits took a ton, and then I tried to go in for an intercept and I got smacked. So here I'm gonna go back in with Ghost Rider, and I believe I finish him off with Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is he's just a utility beast. He can get the job done. The one thing that I did find out, I haven't fought too many Terraxes in like war or anything, and it's been a while since the Uncollected event quest when he was released. But I didn't realize that he was bleed immune, so I know that now. So yeah, we're gonna. The one nice thing is you got the armor break. Armor break does have some willpower healing, but you gotta get him to drain all his power. I think I'm gonna get him to an Ghost Rider to an L3 to lock him down. But I got a ways to go to get to that. I do have 5 judgments placed, so the L3 is the Damnation Judgment's gonna last a long time. But yeah, this Terrax is a little bit annoying because of the damage that you take while after he launches that special, he has that rock field up. But I'm pretty certain I finished this off with Ghost Rider. We'll see. He's got 2 bars. He launches his special. He doesn't get his indestructibles up. I'm trying to make sure that it drains down to 0, and then I'm going to go in and try to finish this off. So I got the Fury. I applied the bleed, which he's immune to, which is unfortunate because that bleed damage would have helped end this fight a long time ago. And yeah, I'm going to launch off this L2 and get a decent heal, power drain him, and I should almost finish him off. Yeah. Getting there, L1, boom. So ended up with almost 70% health. Ghost Rider did a really solid job there. Now we have Mephisto. This Mephisto is annoying. So he's got an improved power gain, which basically means when he's got his aura up, which is a lot, he's going to be gaining extra power. So here I switched to Hellfire mode. My strategy was parry and light, 4 lights. You don't need the extra 5th hit. You can end your combo with 4 light. You can do 4 light combos and switch your modes. So now I'm in Hellfire mode. So I'm not going to take any of his aura or incinerate damage. You do need to be very careful that you do not end a combo with a medium though, because if you do, he's not going to take damage from that, and it's gonna just give him extra power. So there I hit him with a L2, and it does some good damage. He's at 81% now. But I mean, it's just like you're just having to bait out special after special after special. Just super annoying. I probably should have launched off an L3, and that would have reset my charges. It would have allowed me to get power gain back, and I could have hit him with another L2 with death touch up. But I think I just stick to the L2 here, which is unfortunate. But you can just see, like, it's like, come on, throw your special, and now you get aura. So now you're going to build back up to an L1 without having to do anything. And we're getting backed up against the wall. I mean, it's just, like, insane, the power gain that he gets. So, boom, he gets to an L3, and I don't even get the special off. So it's like, that's just super, super frustrating, this fight. And, you know, if you use, like, somebody like Magik, you think that she would be good, you're just going to burn to death. So you're not going to be able to power lock them. So here I'm like, okay, that was interesting. Let's see what Ghost Rider can do. So we're at 73%. And look at that aura damage. It hits, ticks hard. So this fight is just super annoying because you can't do very many hits without him getting aura activated, and then it's one aura is like one special one. And so here I've been pretty lucky. I've only been hitting him under the stun, which I don't have the mastery that reduces their ability accuracy. I can't remember what it's called. It's in the utility tree at the very end. But I do have the mastery that reduces power gain while being stunned, and that's maxed out 3 out of 3. So I get 30% reduced power gain under a stun. You know, so far we're doing okay. We haven't gotten a ton of aura on this one compared to the Black Widow clairvoyant attempt. I do put on the power lock from the L2 on him, and I get the L1 off, but it doesn't apply, which sucks, because that was a wasted L1. You know, I'm trying to get to where I can play some judgments on and then have the regen last a very long time so I can heal back up. And boom, it's just like 2 hits. Okay, you get an aura, which gets you an L1, and I get smacked there, but I don't get clipped at the end, which is nice, and I didn't get any incinerates put on me, so I got really, really lucky there. I get smacked there again, so that must be a bug with Mephisto's L1. I haven't really never noticed that too much before this, but I definitely get hit twice, and I don't get any incinerates put on me. And yeah, and I'm able to get out at the very end. So here, he's at L2. He's going to activate his aura. I'm trying to stay away from him so I don't take any damage. Gets an L1. He gets another L1. Yeah. And then I die. So that wasn't a terrible attempt with Ghost Rider. I did feel like the RNG was kind of pretty good to me at the beginning of the fight with the auras. And so I'm like, okay, here we got Symbiote Supreme. Let's finish him off and move on to Venom, and this is my last guy. I'm like, all right, let's go. He does have 5 souls though, so he is going to heal up here in a second pretty significantly. And then I get smacked. That doesn't help. you know, with how many L1s that he's got, now I'm cornered and I'm taking that aura damage. I try to throw the L1 to get him away from me, but he gets pushed to an L3 and I'm dead. So what does that mean? It means revive time. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Not a big deal. I think I go in and throw an L2 revive on Doom. I probably should have used Claire, but depending on, you know, the auras, I just felt like I could parry and heavy and then get away from him. And the damage is pretty good. So there's 2 heavies, 3 heavies, 4 heavies. And he has an activated aura. He threw his L1, 5 heavies, 6 heavies. I think I'm just getting lucky that he's not activating. But here is if he does activate aura, I'm pushing him away. So I won't take any of that damage right out the beginning. And boom, 9 heavies finishes them off. Now, he didn't activate aura once. I think that was a little bit lucky, but Mephisto is down, and now I'm going up to the Venom boss, and with Doom, I'm like, okay, Doom is an excellent option. I should be able to solo this, get out with 1 revive, and I should be good, right? That's the plan, but I do believe I get smacked, and I have to end up using another revive. What am I doing here? Well, I'm going to the stash to collect stuff. So yeah, 8 hour, look at that. I mean, I have 3 revives left that are L2s that are expiring. Can't remember what I got all that stuff from, whether it was from probably some compensation or Marvel Insider or something. But, you know, I've been smashing through the content, and I have resources like that just expiring because it hasn't been really needed much at all. But yeah, I'll just let this one play out. Again, with the power gain, my plan here is to push him over, 2 bars of power to try and get that L1 off, and then just start stealing power. You can do just light attacks to keep him locked down, and then get to an L3, and then easily push him over to an L2. Granted, he was being a little passive there. In here, I'm going to heavy him and knock him into L2 range and get into that cycle where you can steal his power, get back to an L2, potentially get back to an L3, get the double fury, all that good stuff with Doom. But somewhere in here, I just mess up, and I think it's pretty much really close here at the start. He goes super passive there, and here we're gonna push to another L3. I did lose my fury though because he was a little passive and didn't get there fast enough. I know I die. I think I remember dying. So we steal it, hit him with L3s. I'm not sure what happens, but I should have been able to solo this. 40% Doom is plenty. I mean, I think even with like a 20% Doom should be plenty if you had to revive. So here I stole his power, but he did get to an L. Yeah, he went to an L2, and then because I was such low health, he was fully unblockable. And so I ate that. I think I tried to dex and block, but he was fully unblockable because I was under 18% or whatever the range is when you're close to being dead, he gets True Strike and unblockable specials. So I go and I throw in another revive, and we're gonna finish him off. So yeah, nothing too crazy here. Messed up, but you know, it's okay. So we're almost got him here. He's gonna go down. So I don't know. How did you guys deal with this path? Did you have issues with that Mephisto? Who did you guys use? Did you get lucky with the RNG with the aura and just able to get him knocked down in one shot, or what? Let me know. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one, which is the last path of this variant 5.